Hello, Coven. It is I, your favorite witch, here once again in this new silly thing that we're doing. I promised you a nighttime reaction, scaries, and whatnot. Well, it's nighttime, dark, I'm alone, and I am terrified. I watched a bunch of CasperSight videos to prepare myself. Go subscribe to him. He's a great YouTube reactioner. I don't know what to call it. Point is, I'm scared. Lights are off, but I got my plush in case I get super spooked. And yeah, just so you guys know, I would never even consider doing anything like this if not for all of you. And that's insane. But I love you, my lovely followers, viewers, and everything in between. So if this tube endeavor doesn't go anywhere, this will be a lot of trauma for nothing. Because today we are watching Nuke's Top 5. But it's not any ordinary 5. Nuke's Top 20 of the whole year 2020. I'm scared. I'm very scared. Oh dear. I'm never going to learn these hotkeys. Whatever. I post it. Take it away, Nuke. Oh. Ooh. Right. You know, the whole go like, subscribe, toggle our little bell buttons for both me and Nuke, who I will post the link for in the description. Okay, let's go.
Turn off the lights and go full screen, because it's the top 20 scariest ghost videos of
Look
the
at
year.
that! God.
Get out. YouTube user Veronica Shannon says that she has been experiencing a terrifying haunting in her apartment. After hearing and seeing strange things around her home, she installed multiple security cameras.
Oh, and there's children.
Things start out simply enough. Her cameras pick up some strange light anomalies and a few odd sounds.
All the orbs. Oh, look at Capone. Oh, baby. Oh, baby.
But then, seemingly after Veronica starts paying more attention to the bizarre incidents and telling friends about them, things get a bit more intense. Her 2 young sons start waking up terrified and screaming every night at around 3 a.m.
Hold up one sec. Okay. Right, so the brightness of that light doesn't do much for me in case you think I'm checking it out and trying to, you know, make this place brighter because it's behind the monitor. And illuminating a chunk of a wall, but it reflects onto me and you can see me better. But yeah, Capone, children. Oh man. Yikes. That kid is going off.
And things get even weirder.
What the f- What the f- What am I looking at? No.
Twice they catch some odd apparition that seems to appear near the door whenever someone arrives or leaves the apartment. It's almost as if the spirit just doesn't want someone new there.
Looks so
One night,
creepy.
Shane, Veronica, and another friend
This is
decide
number
to conduct
20?
their own
Joking?
informal sort of seance. It doesn't go well.
No
Do you
shit.
need help? Are you stuck here?
Move the camera if you need help.
Oh my god. Oh my.
Are you in the boys' room?
Shut up. Don't be-
If something bad happens.
Scared to walk in the dark in this great place.
Didn't follow me at all.
I'm not even moving it.
You finally moved.
This door's stuck.
Get the fuck out of here.
As Shane asks if the ghost is now in the boys' room, the children immediately start crying their eyes out. But then, when they rush to the door, something is preventing them from opening it. They have to break down the door to get inside to the crying boys. You can check out more of Veronica's story and videos over on her YouTube channel, Veronica Shannon. Catalina. So everyone has heard of the Bloody Mary party game and
No.
the Charlie Charlie challenge. But this next
Goosebumps.
video features
Already.
an odd supernatural game that I've never heard of before. Two girls are gathered in front of a creepy doll. Each time they recite a line, they light a candle at the doll's feet. And it didn't go well.
No.
Juro, no te verás, dice que da miedo.
Nada, son macanas.
Apura, mira, ya estoy grabando. Mi abuelita dice, harto miedo le tienen, apaga la luz.
Your grandma's a smart woman, clearly.
Mi hermano y ritual con sus amigos, dice que harto miedo da.
So is your brother.
Verdad, vas a ver. Apura, prende la vela, prende la
I
vela.
get it.
Catalina, Catalina, vuelve a la vida, lo que el diablo te da.
Have these children never seen, like, a horror movie? Do they... Clearly they have a camera. They must have an internet connection. YouTube and... Oh. Why are children children?
El diablo te quita. Catalina, Catalina, vuelve a la vida, lo que el diablo te da, el diablo te quita. En nombre del demonio, manifiéstate hoy, aquí y en este día. En nombre del demonio, manifiéstate hoy, aquí y en este día. ¿Ves? Cállate, versosa. Espérate un rato.
Now this video was sent in by a viewer who says she found it on a random Spanish language website. I searched for the source or even a mention of this Catalina ritual that the girls are doing, but nothing showed up. So I leave it to you to decide. Is this a haunted doll caught on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide.
I'm scared.
Truth and consequences.
Okay.
This next clip was sent in by Nuke's Top 5 viewer Sarah Baranski. Now, this video is shrouded in a bit of mystery in that I just can't seem to find the original video. And Sarah, who submitted the video, says that she's also searched all over for the original clip with no luck. So, the story goes that apparently the woman in the video was working the overnight cleaning shift in an old empty house. She claimed that she regularly experienced absolutely terrifying paranormal encounters during her nightly shift. But no one believed her. So, one night after being challenged by her friends, she went to the house, left off all the lights, and live streamed the whole thing to her friends on Snapchat.
Right, I'm going to go open this door now. And you see some shadows, but that is me putting my phone in my other arm. Right. Oh! What?
Oh dear.
God. Sounds like there's something in that bedroom. Sometimes it opens the door for you. Emma, if you're in there, can you open my door, please? That's the attic.
What a lovely, lovely gentleman.
That I'm up to the top of the stairs. Keep. Come on, Kelly, you've been here 1,000 times. Come on. I'm going to go into Philip's bedroom
Scrap
now.
What is on the floor? What is that? Okay.
Now I want to go back down now. I want to go back down now, seriously, and I dare twatting move. Hello? I'm sorry for camera checking, but it's...
She's like, please just
big
let me
mistake,
go.
doing this cleaning at night. Stupid mistake. Right, I'm coming back to the stairs. I don't... Ah! F***ing hell! Oh, God. Oh, Mum.
Bitch.
Oh, I don't want my mum because she's an ass, but there you go. Come on, I'm going to man up now. Well, not man up because I'm a woman. I'm going to woman up now. Come on. Can anybody hear what I can hear? Can you hear it, Chris? That's it. Hold on, let me go. All right, just leave me alone for 5 till I get downstairs, please. Just leave me alone. Somebody's just said something to me. Who's on? Oh, I'm going to shit myself. What? Right, I'm coming out, wherever you are. This isn't funny no more. This is not funny. Right, I've just shut door. Bed, I'm going to sit on the... I daren't move. I want to go down.
She's laughing or crying?
What the was that? Eileen, I hope you're hearing this, and Anne-Marie, I hope you're all watching this and that swearing. I can hear tapping in that cupboard. I don't know where... Oh! I don't know where to go. Right, I'm going to go on to landing. Oh...
Okay, if anything, if ever given a choice, which clearly, well, you'll get the point in a second. I would rather see a door swing open. Yes, it's freaking terrifying, but I'd rather see a door swing open fast than slowly go. Into a dark room. Because, like, that's death. That's definitely death.
What the hell? All right, I think I've had enough.
This goes is like dooch, dooch, dooch.
I want to go down. I want to go. Right, I'm gonna watch because I'm gonna kick the f***ing teddy back.
No!
Water's running in bathroom.
Now, everything that's taking place in the video is bizarre enough.
That was
But
not a
what
good
happens
idea.
next is downright chilling.
That's it. I've shit it. I'm going. I'm just gonna ask the little girl that's in the little bedroom. Emma, I'm sorry for shouting, sweet. Will you open the door for me, please? I have just seen something.
I've chills all over
Right, that's
my
it. I'm
body.
off down. I can't take no more. I am off frigging down. The things I do for you lot.
The woman calls out to a little girl ghost named Emma that allegedly haunts one of the rooms. No response. But there's a bang from a different bedroom, and when she turns, this. It looks like some pale figure that actually reflects the light is now standing at the doorway, but it quickly ducks back inside the room. And with this, the woman has had enough. She ends her live stream and just gets out of there.
That woman
So,
is a freaking.
What do you think?
She has
This
balls
late
of
night cleaner
steel.
catch proof of her ghostly encounter on her Snapchat live stream?
Just that entire
Or
time, she's just
is
like,
it all just an
I'm
elaborate
leaving.
hoax?
I'm gonna leave. I'm done. But
You
it
decide.
stays.
If you see a video that you think would be perfect for the top 5, or if you have a ghost hunting channel and you caught something great, contact me at nukestop5@gmail.com. Meanwhile, on TikTok. TikTok user Sabrina C. Coven claims that her apartment has a history of strange occurrences. Doors open and close on their own, and drawers slide open when no one is around.
Dear Lord.
Then one night, Sabrina captures something absolutely shocking on her CCTV camera. At 5:41 in the morning, Sabrina's cat is quietly walking through the living room.
Hi, baby.
When this happens.
Buddy. Oh, I've seen this. I've seen this one before. I feel so bad for the poor kitty. He looks like he got kicked. And then went bouncing around. He's a fucking cat. And you gotta, kick everybody's ass. I was just throwing hands in every direction. As cats do. There's like
It almost looks as if
what's going
Sabrina's
on?
cat is thrown into the air and then dragged into the
Yeah,
dining
no,
room.
It doesn't
The
look
cat
like
violently hisses as
random
though it's
kitty
being
jump.
attacked, and the other pets become very disturbed as well. Then a chair seems to move from under the
'Cause,
table all on its
cats
own.
occasionally
Sabrina-
lose their minds all the time. And again, I'm gonna apologize once more for adjusting things and whatever, but I'm still trying to figure out a setup for this. Stop it. But yeah, no, cats bounce around for no freaking reason all the time. What their thing? It's what they love to do. It's what they do best. So, but it doesn't look like, cat shenanigans. It actually looks like got kicked. Then went bouncing. So bad for the cat.
Sabrina is woken up by the commotion and checks to see what happened. Luckily, all of her pets are unharmed, but when Sabrina looks at the CCTV footage, she is baffled. Sabrina says that it would have been absolutely impossible for this particular cat to leap into the air like that. Because you see, this cat is actually missing one of its legs.
Little T-Rex baby.
So, what do you think could have happened to Sabrina's cat?
yeah,
Let
no,
me know
it hits
down
the
in
couch
the
like
comments. Catch 'em
Like I
all
wasn't
on
expecting.
camera. Zach from the YouTube channel Catch 'em All Fishing has a channel dedicated to fishing and catching reptiles. Nothing creepy or nothing paranormal whatsoever. At least until this recent video. In the video, Zach is exploring an undisclosed location that he calls, quote, an abandoned underground city. He says that he is trying to find and capture a python, as the large snakes are drawn to warm, wet places like this. As he enters the dark building, he immediately feels like he's not alone.
So, before I get too deep in here, just want to let you all know I'm looking for snakes right now. For pythons.
I'm like nervous ticking.
Honestly,
Fidget spinner.
I feel like I shouldn't be in here. It's really creepy in here. And it's really big. Hello?
Oh, that is no.
As he explores the dark underground building, Zach is a little
Leave my
jumpy.
guy. Leave
And
my
it turns
guy.
out he has reason to be.
Dude.
Sounds like chanting.
What? Oh, hell no. Hell no.
Zach hears strange moans coming from somewhere down the winding underground hallways. He decides to hide, thinking there might be someone else in there with
Here
him.
to turn up the volume.
Someone up to no good.
Wish me luck, guys. I gotta shut off my light. I don't know what's going on. The voices stopped. The voices stopped, guys. What the?
Eventually, the voices stop, and Zach decides to make a break for it, leaving the underground tunnel system behind. But later, when Zach reviews his footage, he realizes that he caught something absolutely terrifying in one of his camera shots.
It's leaking outside from somewhere. Hello?
The bizarre figure of a pale man seems to be staring at Zach from the darkness. Zach claims that he didn't even see the figure until he reviewed his footage later.
That's so clear.
However,
It has
he
to-
says that throughout his entire
It has to be.
exploration, he felt like someone was following behind him.
Right
So,
now.
is this strange pale figure a ghost caught on camera? Or was there just some creepy person stalking Zach throughout the tunnels?
Homeless
You
people.
decide. You can watch Zach's full video on his YouTube channel, Catch 'em All Fishing.
Yeah, go to
Burn
that
after reading.
after this.
This next video was recorded by a Jordanian ghost hunter that I've never featured before, named Mahmoud. In the clip, he's investigating an abandoned building that is said to be home to a powerful curse.
Okay.
As Mahmoud explores, he begins to find old crumpled pieces of paper inside the cupboards, but he pays them no mind. However, it seems almost as if someone or something is watching him as he explores the house's cabinets.
Stop exploring cabinets, you weirdo! What are you trying to find?
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله
Rahim.
الرحمن الرحيم.
And when he checks his footage later, he finds that there might have been yet another paper on a higher cabinet shelf that he couldn't reach. And this one almost seems to move on its own.
ما أعرف شو فيها. شايفين إيش أنتوا؟ أنا مش شايف صراحة.
Rahim.
And then, this is where things become truly bizarre. Mahmoud finds a bright red paper inside one cabinet and decides to see what it is.
فتحة. شو فيها؟
Mahmoud, you're killing me, my guy.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. شو هذا؟
Rahim. May Rahim help you.
بسم الله الرحمن
Or,
الرحيم.
I don't
خلينا نفتحه. كثير يصير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. بسم الله. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
What just happened? We need to go back. Marty. Back. Okay.
مساء يا إخوان.
Okay, I got the paper.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم.
Gonna open it.
نفتحه.
And
كثير
then
يصير. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم بسم الله أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم
Random fire?
الرحمن الرحيم أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم والله ما بضل ولا دقيقة من دخلت.
As he lays down the paper to examine it, the very floor beneath him seems to burst into flame. He makes a quick run for it. Later, when Mahmoud examines the strange paper that he found inside the house, he finds a series of strange symbols in an odd, indecipherable language.
Held on
So
to the
did
paper.
Mahmoud find an actual curse scribbled on pieces of paper spread throughout the house? Or is it just an elaborate hoax?
I mean, that's
decide.
pretty wild.
You can check out Mahmoud's full video and his other ghost explorations over on his YouTube channel. A Cry from Beyond. Back in the 1960s, the sad story of teenager Sylvia Lykins was perhaps one of the most tragic events ever to occur in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, I won't go into the grisly details of the case, but suffice to say, Sylvia Lykins met a horrible fate, sometimes imprisoned in her own home's basement. Sylvia finally lost her life, and the house remains abandoned. In this video, YouTuber Carlos Coy135 and a friend are investigating the Indianapolis home where Sylvia met her tragic fate.
Hold on. What's her name? We're gonna do a little bit of research real quick. Sylvia Lykins. There we go. Okay. Sylvia Lykins was an American teenager who was tortured and murdered by her caregiver, Gertrude Bunny. Many of Bunny-Sevsky's children and by her caregiver, many of her children and several of their neighborhood friends. So they would all just, what are you gonna do tomorrow? Oh, I was gonna go over to Miss Gertrude's house and just maybe carve some symbols into Sylvia or pull her fingernails off. Oh, that sounds like fun. Let's do that. Several of their neighborhood friends? Question.
Sylvia Lykins was perhaps one of the most tragic events ever to occur in Indianapolis, Indiana. Now, I won't go into the grisly details of the case, but suffice to say, Sylvia Lykins met a horrible fate, sometimes imprisoned in her own home's basement. Sylvia finally lost her life, and the house remains abandoned. In this video, YouTuber Carlos Coy135 and a friend are investigating the Indianapolis home where Sylvia met her tragic fate. Even though the pair don't notice it, things get a bit bizarre almost immediately. The house is empty, but this.
This is a freaky ass house. I'm not going to.
Did you see it? When the video is slowed down, you can see that it looks like the curtains on the far left window are pushed back, as if someone is taking a look outside. But the house is supposed to be empty. As they walk around the outside of the home, their camera catches another strange anomaly.
Can you not hold the camera at least a little straight?
What was the basement like? Where
Viewers say that it looks almost as if some misty white shape is peeking from the window and then rapidly ducks back inside. But this is when things get truly bizarre. The guys check out the basement where Sylvia Lykins was imprisoned for much of her time in the house.
This is the basement.
Let's stick our hands in there.
Torture. Dude, come here. This is freaky. As you can see, this what the basement looked like. That's oh hell no, this picture is serious too. Dude, I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta swear to God.
As they walk away from the basement window, well, just listen closely and see what you hear.
I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta
Now, some claim that they can actually hear screams for help coming from the basement.
Screaming.
Here's the clip again with subtitles revealing what many viewers say they hear.
I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta
With the subtitles, I don't know if it's psychosomatic, but I could actually make out the screaming and the words with the subtitles. My volume's maxed, by the way. If I go any louder, I will either... Well, it's not maxed, but it's very close to maxed. Okay, now it's maxed. Oh, the things I do for you.
Dude, come here. This is freaky. As you can see, this is what the basement looked like. That's oh hell no, this picture is serious too. Dude, I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta swear to God.
Yeah, I
As they
heard that.
walk away from the basement window,
Clear.
well, just listen closely and see what you hear.
I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking.
Happy help me.
There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta
Now, some claim that they can actually hear screams for help coming from the basement. Here's the clip again with subtitles revealing what many viewers say they hear.
I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta
So I tried to boost the audio by isolating certain frequencies, but since all
What are you
speakers and
doing to
headphones
me, man?
reproduce sound so differently, this may sound better or possibly worse, according to your speakers.
I ain't fucking. I'm not fucking. There's a picture of the stairs. You gotta
So, does Sylvia Lykins' ghost haunt this home? Or are viewers seeing and even hearing things that just aren't there? You decide. The Watcher in the Window. Hurst Castle in
I'm
Hampshire,
kinda
England was
trembling.
established in the early 1500s, and over its grim 500-year history, it served as a formidable English military fort. It was also sometimes used as a prison to hold convicts sentenced to death. So it goes without saying that the castle has seen some dark and bloody times. Many visitors claim to have seen ghosts and shadows in its haunted hallways, including the spirit of a long-dead monk. Paranormal investigator Tony Ferguson has explored the haunted Hurst Castle many times, and on each visit, he seems to capture something more and more terrifying. On this particular visit, Tony brings along fellow investigator Paul Sissel.
Nervous sticks.
The two men
Look at
split
me.
up to explore the castle all
Freaking out.
alone. But for Paul Sissel, it didn't go well.
Look at his eyeballs. His eyeballs. Why are you so creepy, guy? You are a creepy dude. What? Very long arms. Arms are like to his knees. Look at him.
Paul says that he felt as if he were out of control, possessed by the spirit of some angry entity from the castle. As Tony and Paul continue exploring, they say that they feel a strange and very powerful energy in one particular room. A small castle alcove with one creepy little window that seems to open to nothing. On his next visit, Tony comes alone, determined to investigate this tiny little room
Tony.
and see if he catches any
Tony.
paranormal activity.
Chill.
He sets up a camera to record and ends up capturing
now?
something horrific.
Ah! Look glowing eye. Go away. Out of there. Roll back in. Yeah.
When Tony reviews his footage later, he is shocked to see a small dark figure with glowing eyes standing at the window in the small Hurst Castle room.
Creep.
Now, you might think that this could simply be a person standing outside the window, but it turns out that that would be impossible. You see, behind this window there's only a small gap and then concrete. The area behind this window was completely closed off with bricks and cement long ago. So then the question is, who or what is this? You decide.
It's the ghost of Christmas
Haunted
past.
Holiday. Now this next clip is just completely random and bizarre. It's not from some old creepy haunted house or any place that would even seem remotely spooky. This video was actually recorded by a Nuke's Top 5 viewer at a random Holiday Inn hotel room in Calgary, Alberta, Canada. So, a little girl sets up a camera to record herself unboxing her new necklace. And then, everything just goes wrong.
Oh, children in mirrors, children in mirrors. Oh, dear Lord.
In an instant, a bunch of bananas in the hallway randomly fly off the shelf, the door lurches shut, and strangest of all, the bathroom sink turns on full blast all by itself.
Shitting herself. She's like, what? Who's there?
The little girl in the recording told her family, and they found this when they checked the camera. So is this a haunted Holiday Inn? Is it a hoax? And if it is a hoax, why does this little girl's startled reaction seem 100% real?
Yeah, I doubt she's that good of an actress.
Let me know what you think.
Looks pretty freaked.
Behind closed doors. Over on the popular Pakistani ghost hunting channel, Woe Top.
I've picked this glass up, what, like 20 times, I think, and I don't even know if I've taken a sip. Have I? Oh, I just feel like I keep picking it up and setting it down. I am freaked.
A team investigates a farmhouse that is allegedly haunted by a spirit or demon. While investigating, they begin to hear an odd sound coming from inside one of the empty rooms.
अंदर से आवाज़ें बड़ी अजीब सी आ रही हैं जैसे कोई बच्चे हों तो क्या है आवाज़ आई हाँ
Fuck this shit out now.
Nuke! इस रूम से तो नहीं ना अभी तक कुछ हुआ पता नहीं इस रूम में क्या आवाज़ आ रही है अरे ये रूम नहीं है इसको देखें तो शहरी में थोड़ी थी
Raheem something. Ah. In the name of science. Oh no, why would you do that? Yeah, run away, go home, never come back.
देखिए यार
Oh, it's done.
ये है क्या बाथरूम
What's it look like?
हाँ चेक करें अंदर यार इधर कॉर्नर में है कुछ
The toilet?
कॉर्नर में कुछ बैठा हुआ है यार
The toilet there?
शायद मेरे मोबाइल पे रिकॉर्ड हुआ है
One of the explorers claims he saw something lurking in the corner of the room. When they check his phone footage, this.
Oh no. Nope. Oh, you guys go ahead.
Gathering their courage, they head into the room to investigate.
Why? Run!
इससे मैं बैठी हुई थी नहीं यहाँ पर इसी जगह वहाँ से
What if it's like a
बिल्कुल इस जगह पे
What if it's not a ghost? Huh? What if it's a crazy, like, methed out homeless guy? Then what? Then he goes, meth. And you getting on camera is not going to help you. It's going to help police investigate who freaking murdered you in cold blood for 50 cents. But not, oh dear.
छोटा सा था उसका काट यार ऐसे ऐसे नीचे बैठी हो ना
Something seems to try to lock them inside the room. And then things really get weird.
What the? Oh. Live there now. What? What?
यार उस कॉर्नर में वहाँ से जो जगह की थी
You hit him with a door?
मैं कह रहा हूँ दरवाजा यार ये
जैसे पहले सब नीचे करके देख रहे थे ना
हड्डी पे लगी है
You'll live, you'll be okay. Door.
Something violently shoves open the door, slamming right into the investigator's arm. Later, when they watch their footage of the incident back, they find something that chills them.
What's that? What? Gremlin?
So did the Wokiata team catch a real ghost or demon on camera? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. You can watch Wokiata's full investigation of the haunted farmhouse over on their channel.
You guys do that.
Come hell or high water.
And tell me how it goes.
Popular YouTuber TechRax has been testing the durability of technology for years, especially the Samsung Galaxy series and the Apple iPhone. On his channel, you can watch these phones get destroyed in pretty much every way imaginable. He drops them from extreme heights, he crushes them with cars, shocks them with tasers, pounds them with hammers, there's hot knives, gas torches, and even a lawnmower. You name it, and TechRax has probably thrown an iPhone at it. However, when testing the durability of his brand new iPhone 11 Pro, things take an unexpected turn. He travels 7 hours to an isolated spot in the Nevada desert. He plans to drop the iPhone 11 into a 50-foot deep hot spring named Diana's Punch Bowl. For unknown reasons, this hot spring is also known by the name the Devil's Cauldron.
And we made it to the location, guys. I apologize in advance if it's super windy. We're basically in the middle of this desert. I want to show you guys the rig of what exactly is going to go on first before I even show you the hole. Now I want to show you guys the actual hole. So as I'm walking close, just a couple steps here. Pretty crazy, guys. You can see there's steam coming straight out of this water. It's supposed to be about 140 to 180 degrees Fahrenheit, so you will burn yourself if you try like taking a dip in here, but it's super sick, literally in the middle of nowhere.
Now, the first time TechRax drops his recording iPhone into the extremely hot water, the phone comes out fine and the footage shows nothing particularly strange. But the second time he drops his phone into the Devil's Cauldron, things get a little weird. When he reviews the footage later, he's shocked by what he finds.
That's screaming, right?
TechRax says he has no idea what could have caused this strange underwater screaming, especially since his first recording didn't pick up any odd sounds at all.
All the way.
So, Just what do you think this strange sound from the Devil's Cauldron could be? Let me know down in the comments. You can watch this full video as well as Techrak's examination of the footage over on his YouTube channel.
Who's screaming under
Followed
freaking
home.
water?
Over on the YouTube channel Ashes to Ashes, Dave and his brother Chris explore abandoned and sometimes supposedly haunted houses. In this investigation of a woman who says that she has been haunted by an evil entity that has followed her for most of her life, the guys pick up a very strange EVP.
Who's here? Get busy.
You do?
Yep. Is there anything that would like to, Is there anything that would like to, Is there anything that would like to, I'm gonna ask you to give us a sign up here.
A creepy little voice seems to say, "Go with him." And Dave says that he thinks the evil entity in the house might have done just that. Since the investigation, he's heard sounds and voices in his home, especially in one particular hallway. And then, one day,
I'm done with
his
this
dog
house.
begins to
I'm
act
gonna
very
move in with
strange.
you, buddy boy.
What is it?
God, that is so creepy. When animals start freaking out, that is...
What is it?
Because you can't fake that. How would you fake that?
Who's that?
Now his dog is a trained actor. Look at it, his tail is down between his legs.
Who is it? Who's down
So
there?
spooked.
I'll show you that there's nobody in the hall.
Is there somebody in his room?
Who is it?
Like,
Did you see it?
maybe. There, right there, that, what is that?
I'll show you that there's nobody in the hall.
Yeah, you're right. They're in your bedroom.
Who is it?
Some odd thing with pointy ears seems to be hiding around the edge of a door.
20 years.
And note that when Dave swings his camera back around, whatever it was is now gone. You can watch all of Ashes to Ashes Paranormal Investigations over on their YouTube channel. First ghost hunt, last ghost hunt. Reddit user Manda Burke and her husband were exploring the haunted Hillview Manor, an old mental asylum located in Newcastle, Pennsylvania. They had bought tickets as part of a ghost hunting tour group. Amanda says they walked around, checked the EVP meters supplied by the tour company, but nothing much happened. Then they began to hear an odd shuffling sound at the end of one of the halls, but they thought nothing of it at the time. Then, suddenly from the end of the hall, they heard running footsteps charging towards them.
Oh.
Amanda says that the whole event was one of the scariest things she's ever experienced. Now, I should note that I don't usually show videos without some visible or audible evidence of the supernatural. But looking at the reaction of this group and seeing just how hard and painful those falls look,
Yeah.
I think this is pretty compelling evidence that something...
Those are not young dudes. That's gonna hurt for a while. That was not a gracious or planned. It wasn't even like a regular trip. It was
came down
looked
that
like it
hall.
hurt.
But, as always, you
Protect
decide.
yourself.
Deconstruction. This next clip is from a Chinese ghost hunter named Xiao Long, who broadcasts his investigations live on a Chinese streaming service. Xiaolong and his friend are exploring an abandoned building that is said to be haunted by the ghost of a construction worker who lost his life while working on the building. As they begin their investigation, creepy things start to happen immediately.
They're like never finished getting built, or
哪里了？我操！我操！我刚才看着好像鸡巴干活的。你滚他妈了个逼的！真的。
way to believe your friend.
搁哪呀？让大家走过去了。
One of the explorers swears that he saw a worker dressed in construction clothes walk through the lobby downstairs, but his friend doesn't seem to believe him. He shrugs it off and they continue their investigation.
这屋里进不了，进不了，别进！哎！哎呦我操你妈的！哎呦我操！
Something standing there?
有人。操你妈！这上面全鸡巴那啥，这还有板驴子呢。
What is? What is?
我操你妈！
Shit!
哎呦我咋来了？我操你妈！厕所里有人！在啊！在哪呢？我操你妈！刚才。
What are you gonna do? Beat him up? I love how they're kicking in stall doors. Like what effect is that gonna have? It's a ghost. You just piss it off. Come here, ghost! Let's go! Fight me like a man! Oh!
你咋的里头点儿？啊！我操你妈呀！
Again, the same explorer claims to have seen someone, but again, his friend thinks he's just being hysterical. Now, before we go any further, I should point out that unlike the Saudi Arabian ghost hunters who pray to ward off evil spirits, the Chinese believe that cursing and acting angry will scare away evil ghosts and demons.
Okay.
And you'll see what I mean.
That answers my question. Revoked.
我操你妈的！
Is that the right word? Doesn't matter.
哎我操你妈呀！我操你妈！
Ah! Look at that! Like, hello. I know it was slowed down, but Jesus.
我操！我在那屋。我操你妈！你笑啥？哎我操！咋的？操你妈有人那屋！死在屋！那屋有人！我告诉你有人！操你妈有人！出来！
Am I understanding this correctly? It keeps being the same guy who sees him and never the other one? Like the dude that was on the floor and saw him like over the railing? It's all every time it's him and his friend is like, there's nothing there, but I'll scream anyway. Sucks for the dude who's seeing.
有啊！真有人！哎呦我操我！你过来！过来！我操你妈！出来！
Starting to believe it sounds like. Unless he.
操你妈的！谁？我操！哎呦我操你！你过来！
No, you.
你们过去，我怎么不敢去？出来！ 操你妈谁呀？
是这屋吗？谁？转！哎！
What's that? Working like a hard hat?
我操你妈！
你出来！我操你妈的！
门后边儿吗？
转！
And yet again, one of the explorers sees what looks like a man in a red hard hat peering from behind a door.
Oh shit!
This time, he even manages to capture it on camera. But yet again, his friend doesn't believe him.
Right.
That is, until everything suddenly takes a terrifying turn.
No. Oh god, when Nuke says terrifying turn, it's about to hit the fan. Coward!
What do you mean,
where the hell is he running? Oh shit, he fell through the floor! I mean, I was just thinking that about the ceiling tile. This building is clearly falling apart. Like, I don't know if the ceiling tile was necessarily ghost. I mean, it's coincidental, but like, running down those stairs is not a good idea. Like, I don't care. I need to go. I am leaving.
As they make their escape, the building seems to be crashing down all around them. One of them falls right through an open hole in the floor. Luckily, they eventually manage to make it outside the building to safety. So, what do you think? Did they catch extreme footage of an angry construction worker ghost on their live stream? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax? You decide. Frozen with fear. Years ago, Tyler Rowe worked in a Kroger grocery store in Powell, Tennessee. He claims that every morning at exactly 9:02 a.m., the staff witnessed this at the warehouse freezer door.
Freezers better not rest.
You're so nonchalant! Like,
Here it comes.
ah!
Is there a light? Is there a light in here? And there's nothing in here. There's nothing, nobody, anything. It's just open.
Tyler says that it was every morning like clockwork. At 9:02 a.m.,
imagine getting a job at that supermarket and starting your first day, and then you're getting like word from your coworker like, all right, well, there's the break room and the coffee machine, vending machine, walk-in freezer. Oh, by the way, you're opening tomorrow, right? So don't freak out, but or more, even less of a don't freak out. Just like, yeah, the walk-in freezer that swings open every morning by itself after banging on the door from the inside. There's nobody freaking out. Leaving.
there was banging on the warehouse freezer, and then the door would swing open on its own. But there was no one inside.
Here it comes.
Welcome to the freezer!
So 2 months ago, someone named Emily claimed in the video's comments that she...
Dude! I work at that same Kroger right now, and that happened every morning. They just now changed the freezer door, so I don't know if that'll still happen again. I do see things fall off the shelf sometimes while I'm stocking or picking orders. Click list.
currently worked at the same Kroger grocery store, and that the strange occurrence still happened, even though the store had recently replaced the freezer door. She says that the freezer door still slams open and closed, all on its own. Meanwhile, on TikTok, Andy Sauces Kahamase is trying to record a video for TikTok when he spots something truly chilling.
Pardon me? We are back.
For TikTok when he spots something truly chilling.
I can't. It's gotta be fake, but it's so creepy.
The face of a little girl seems to be peeking out at Andy from behind his wardrobe. However, when Andy checks the area, no one there. Not only is there no one in the space, but Andy demonstrates in a follow-up video how no one could have even been sitting in this narrow area to begin with.
Voy a aclarar algunos youtubers que en esta parte de aquí atrás, en esta parte sí hay un espacio, pero un espacio donde cae mi puño. Y aquí supuestamente fue donde apareció la cabeza. Lo malo que esta huevadita aquí es bien pesado.
Nice watch collection.
So, what do you think? Is this the ghost of a little girl, or is it just a very good fake? Let me know down in the comments. The Watcher in the Window. Over on the YouTube ghost hunting channel, The Haunted Side, lead investigator Patrick and his cameraman Jason are investigating the supposedly very haunted Cleanwater Demon House in Reno, Nevada. According to local legend, many people have lost their lives in the house, and the property is said to have been home to occult activity for years. As Patrick and Jason investigate, they experience many strange occurrences.
Region.
Ooh, I got dizzy there for a second.
Home. Central.
Oh, it's so cold right here.
Yeah, it just got real cold.
Ooh. Who's in here?
Ambition.
Oh, God.
Jesus.
Applet.
As Patrick says, "Who's in here?" without even noticing, he picks up a small voice, almost like a child, whispering, "Me."
Who's in here? What the f?
Technology.
What the f? Footsteps right above us.
The guys hear bizarre noises from upstairs and head up to investigate. As they are checking out the upper floor, some truly creepy things are happening on the floor below.
If you walk closer to this machine right here, it'll let us know that you're there. Can you come just a little bit closer? Ooh. Did you see that?
Property.
After reviewing the footage, we could find no explainable reason that bike should have fallen over, so we decide to regroup and head back upstairs.
Upstairs EVP session.
Bike is that?
Is there somebody up here with me? Whoa!
Yeah, it's a little
Dude.
bigger than that bike.
Is that you?
No.
You know, just walking around throwing beams.
But throughout the whole investigation, there's something even more chilling going on. Something that the guys don't even realize.
I don't know what it is about that staircase, but it just doesn't feel good.
Camera. What? Go,
What was
no,
that?
Go back.
What?
Patrick catches an unexplained shadow figure looming in a doorway, as if staring out at them. Even more bizarre, they have a second camera filming inside, and as you can see, there's no one there.
Feel good. What was that?
What?
Saw it.
I don't think that was a shadow. It was on the
That
other
orb.
side of
Look
that
at that
window.
orb go.
But it gets even creepier. They don't realize it, but this strange dark figure seems to be watching over them throughout their investigation.
I'm gonna move the volume down like a smidgen. Just tell me when.
Okay.
When it's not feeding back like that. Smidgen. Just tell me when.
Hey, buddy.
When it's not feeding back like that.
What's especially creepy about this figure is it appears there and then a second later disappears from that window.
To watch the Haunted Side's full 2-part investigation of the Cleanwater Demon House, as well as their other weekly paranormal investigations, check out their YouTube channel. It follows. Nuke's top 5 viewer, MK1, worked overnight security at a brewery.
Backlash, but
He says that one of his co-workers always claimed to experience spooky occurrences around the factory. But MK1 never believed him. Until this night. On this particular night, his friend says that he felt that something was watching him, maybe even following him around the brewery as he went on his nightly rounds.
crazy how humans can sense that stuff, you know, like feel just watching yours, like.
Oh, that's so bad.
You can see that the guy checks behind him several times, almost as if he expects to see something there. But as he turns to walk away, that is when some odd misty shape can be seen following behind. Needless to say, after this video, MK1 never doubted his friend again. And also needless to say, they were both chilled to the core by this strange video apparition. Even creepier, MK1 says that soon after seeing this video with his own eyes, even he began to experience bizarre occurrences around the factory. The John Lowe Murder House. In 2014, 82-year-old dog breeder John Lowe's mind just seemed to snap one night. In a fit of rage, he tragically ended the lives of his 66-year-old girlfriend Christine Lee and her daughter Lucy at his family home in Surrey, England. Lucy was somehow able to call the authorities moments before she lost her life, and John Lowe was arrested for his crimes shortly thereafter. The sudden, strange, and brutal act shocked the entire country. Since the tragedy, the house has been left completely abandoned. Paranormal investigator Simon from the YouTube channel Ghost Raiders went to what locals now call the, quote, John Lowe Murder House. His intent was to try to make contact with the spirits of the victims who are still believed to haunt the scene of the crime. Together with YouTube ghost hunters Proving Demons, they try to communicate with Christine and her daughter Lucy using a spirit box. Their questions get some very strange and eerily accurate responses.
A doll.
Is Lucy here? If Lucy is also here, can you say Lucy?
Lucy, whoa, that was instant and clear.
Lucy is with us.
I'll see you through.
Are you here in this room with us, yes or no?
The shocking spirit box reply seemed to acknowledge that Lucy and her mother might be trying to make contact with the paranormal investigators.
Like a full
But things get even stranger when Olivia from Proving Demons claims that she feels something touching her back.
Hold on now.
Could it be a car on the road?
It sounded
Just
behind
grab
me.
my back.
No, I didn't grab your back. Why?
That's a particularly I really have a hard time believing. Like, oh my god, something touched me. Touched all over by ghosts. Oh, did you just touch my back?
You?
No, seriously, did you just grab my back?
I swear.
No,
I swear I
Like,
didn't touch you.
that was hard.
I mean, if she's
Andrew
lying,
was
I didn't
holding-
touch you.
Andrew was holding with the hand that he would grab your back.
doing a
Camera.
convincing job.
And my other hand's in my
His other hand
pocket.
was in his pocket. There was nothing that he could have grabbed his back with.
Unless my jacket was halfway up my back, something just pulled it.
Did you see it? Right before Olivia says something grabbed her back, a small light enveloped by a strange translucent mist seems to rise up and away from her. This bizarre light or mist was not even noticed by any of the explorers.
I feel like you're grabbing onto strings, Nuke.
Could it be a car on the road?
It sounded
Just grab
behind
my
me.
back.
No, I didn't grab your back. Why?
After Simon uploaded the video to the Ghost Raiders channel, keen-eyed YouTube viewers pointed out the very strange phenomenon. Now, I have to say that this clip is one of the more compelling pieces of paranormal footage that I've seen, because being able to fake this mist, time it perfectly, and then this very real reaction from Olivia when she says her back is touched, well, it all seems very hard to fake.
Yeah.
But of course, I could be wrong. Let me know what you think.
I don't know.
Did you see it? YouTuber Eric Gunner is an urban explorer and occasional paranormal investigator from Mexico. In one of his videos, Eric claims that a girl named Natalie contacted him about some very strange activity in her home. Natalie, who appears in the video with a teddy bear face concealing her identity, says that her mother recently rented the upstairs apartment in their house to an elderly woman. Natalie says that as soon as the woman moved in, strange things started occurring in their home. They would hear odd noises in the middle of the night. They would find random things move from one room to the other. And they would often smell an unexplained foul stench coming from upstairs. Weirdest of all, cats and dogs in the neighborhood began disappearing. As for the old lady, her behavior was odd to say the least. She avoided all contact with Natalie and her family. The woman didn't say hello or even talk to them when they passed her on the stairs. If they knocked on her door, she wouldn't answer. Natalie and her family became more and more terrified as the odd noises and events in their house intensified. Then one night, Natalie's 10-year-old sister woke up screaming, saying that her back was in agonizing pain. They checked her and found that her back was covered in deep, unexplained scratches. Well, with that, they had had enough. Without even so much as packing a bag, they fled the house in the middle of the night. As of the filming of this video, they had not been back for 2 weeks. So, Natalie knew about Eric Gunner's YouTube channel. She asked him to investigate.
De hecho, si apago la luz, la casa de arriba está prendida. Ahí es donde vive la viejita. Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar. Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo la viejita que, no sé, me vaya a parecer un fantasma o algo así.
Oh, wait, you guys can't see. Wait. So,
La casa de arriba está
so the lights
prendida.
on
Ahí es
in the
donde vive la
house.
viejita.
It's where the lady lives.
Voy a tratar de no hacer ruido para que no me vaya a escuchar.
And he's very reasonably.
Fíjense que a mí me da más miedo
scared
la
of the
viejita
old lady
que,
more than
no sé, me
seeing
vaya a
the
parecer un
ghost.
fantasma o algo así.
I would be too.
It's fairly obvious that Natalie and her family left in a rush.
Se supone que así como dijo ella, y esta Natalie pues se fueron de rápido ese día. No recogieron nada. Dijo, pues sí, me dijo que iba a haber incluso hasta comida. Hasta frijoles aquí. Ay, huele mi feo, parece como están enlamados.
At first, it seems like there's not much to see, just an average empty house. But then things start to get a little strange.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
Did you see it? Well, Eric didn't either, but watch again.
Lo que veo es que hay muchas fotos de niños.
YouTube commenters pointed out that it looks like a small girl dressed in all white briefly peeks out from behind a curtain. Again, I should note, the house is supposedly empty.
Uy, esa muñeca da miedo.
That is a creepy doll. Oh god.
Eric spots a doll that seems to be a bit out of place. Little did he know that after the filming, the house's owner would tell him that the doll doesn't belong to them, and they've never seen it. But even creepier, later in the video, Eric passes by the same room again.
Excuse me, what? Yeah, let me watch the video of your investigation. That's not our doll. We've never seen that doll.
Nada.
Did you see it?
No.
As YouTube commenters would later point out,
Is it gone?
the doll has now vanished.
Ah!
Eric heads into the bedroom to investigate, and this is when things get truly bizarre.
Aquí parece que se puede subir por aquí, pero está como sellado. ¿Qué pedo? Está esta casa rara. Bueno, está construida raro. ¿Qué es esto?
And once again, I have to ask, did you see it?
Did you see it?
Something ducks out of sight under the bed. Again, Eric doesn't notice. This too was spotted later by YouTube viewers.
Vamos a ver. ¿Qué pedo? Veo que se mames.
I'm gonna chill in this corner over here.
Eric gathers his courage and heads back in to check out the curtain. It didn't go well.
Is it over?
As he rounds the corner, a shadowy figure ducks back into the corner of the room. This time,
At this point, whether
Eric
to go
does
or not,
see
it's
it.
Scary.
No sé qué.
Jump out the window.
No sé qué pensar, la verdad, si estoy ya. Tengo
Good
miedo.
night. Stop it.
No sé si salimos o no.
Yes. Good thinking.
No hubiera venido solo. ¿Saben qué? Si no hubiera venido solo, la cagué bien cabrón. No hubiera venido solo. Esta puerta no la ves. ¿Qué hay? El baño. Ay, güey. Me sacó.
He heads in to check it out, but nothing there. With this, Eric has had enough. He decides to just get out of there. But that might not be as easy as he thinks. someone in a cloak, presumably the creepy old lady who lives there, comes walking up the stairs. Eric hides until the coast is clear, then quickly makes his escape out to the street.
Mix it up.
So did Eric Gunner catch multiple paranormal encounters on video? Or is it all just an elaborate hoax?
I don't know.
You decide. You can watch Eric Gunner's full investigation of this supposedly haunted house over on his YouTube channel. Thanks for watching. For channel updates and other weird stuff, follow me on Instagram here and on Twitter right there.
Yes.
I'll see you next week.
Oh, Nuke. Man. That was scary. That was scary. It was too much. That was no. Perfect amount. Okay. Thank you for watching. If you watched, I hope you did. Thank you, Nuke, for the video. Definitely go follow him. I will leave a link in the description as well as CasperSight. And yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe and fondle all of our bells. Mwah.